What's going on, YouTube? Uh, about 2 days. No, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 2 days. 2 days late from doing my normal picks. Um, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. And this week, from this week moving forward, I kind of wanted to do a new uh, little series where we'll talk about the leaders of each division, the AFC, NFC, and teams that are almost guaranteed at this point to not make the playoffs from the AFC, NFC. I'm looking at teams that have 6 losses uh, or greater. We'll start off with the AFC. The AFC right now in the East, the Bills at 6-2. The West, the Chiefs at 6-2. The North is the Ravens at 6-3, and the Titans in the South. Now, if the season were to end today, then uh, your four your four seeds, um, it would go the Bills at 1, the Chiefs at 2, because even though they are both 6-2, the Bills hold that win over the Chiefs, and then you've got the Ravens would be the 3rd seed, and the Titans would be the 4th seed. And while this isn't, anything concrete, there's certainly a good race going on in the AFC for the number one seed right now. At this point, um, you talk about teams that are sitting at 6 losses or greater, teams that they're just not going to see the playoffs unless a miracle happens, which I highly doubt it for these teams. But I have 3 teams in particular in the AFC right now. The Texans at 1-6-1, the Raiders at 2-6, and the Steelers at 2-6. I don't see these teams making it. I think as far as how it's going to end up, I think that the Chiefs could very well be the number 1 seed, home field advantage. The Bills number 2, the Ravens at 3, and the Titans at 4. Although, it's so early, and this year of football has been so weird that could all shift around. For all I know, for all anyone knows, the Titans could end up as the number 1 seed. We don't know. They're just basing it off of what we're looking at right now going into Week 10. The NFC side, the East, the Eagles, obviously 8-0, clear number 1 contender. The West is the Seahawks at 6-3. The North is the Vikings at 7-1, and the South is kind of a toss-up right now between the Bucs and the Falcons, both at 4-5, which is, so if it ended today, it would be the Eagles at 1, the Vikings at 2, the Seahawks at 3, and then whoever had a better conference record between the Bucs and the Falcons, in which case I think the Bucs actually are setting on top due to division record. But you look at teams that there's only 2 with 6 losses or greater right now setting in the NFC. You've got the Lions at 2-6 and the Panthers at 2-7. It's pretty obvious the Panthers are not going to make the playoffs. They're just not. The Lions, they're just not. All of the teams that I have looked at for this week, as far as no playoffs, they're just not teams that have figured anything out, or injuries have riddled the teams, or whatever the case might be. But they, I'm sure that the list will grow with Week 11. But Anyway, this was just kind of a video I wanted to throw in there to my mix of my NFL Weekly picks. I'm wanting to continue this. I want to continue doing my picks. I do. I want you guys to show these videos love. Like them. It takes, it takes 2-3 seconds to hit that like button. Comment on them. Let me know, if there's anything particularly intriguing going on in the NFL that you would want me to talk about. We can do that as well. Just help these videos grow. And, while you're at it, you can hit that subscribe button. You can also hit that bell for notifications and stay up to date as my videos come out. And if you guys leave me comments on stuff to talk about, it will also open up other videos, additional videos for me to drop. But I hope that my videos are doing well. I want them to do well. That way I can continue to put out content for you guys. And then once the NFL season is over with, then we can find something else as far as sports goes. Because I'm pretty big on my sports. I like my sports. So we'll just we'll see how this little series does. To say this team or that team is going to be number one as of right now is kind of up in the air. You can't do that. You can't. It's too early. Teams can flip-flop. You look at teams that are horrible in record, but they're playing good. You look at teams that are great in record, but they're playing bad. I think my picks last week, I didn't fare very well at all. So that is the look at the AFC NFC division leaders as of right now, and the teams with 6 or more losses. So I will make another one of these videos next week. And it might change, it might not change. Don't know. But y'all stay safe out there.